So what is DQ? It is a special queue known as double-ended queue. So what is the meaning of double-ended queue? Actually, queue means you will have two ends only. One is front end and another is rear end. But what is speciality about double-ended queue? In case of your linear queue or otherwise circular queue, you can perform insert at one end and deletion at the other end. Okay, insertion is done generally at the rear end and deletion is done at the front end. This is a normal linear queue or circular queue. But DQ is slightly different. This will perform the work of both stack and queue. So what is the meaning of performing the work of both in stack and queue is you can perform insertion at both the ends as well as you can perform deletion at both the ends. This is a special queue. It is removing many of the restrictions, and insertion can be done at any end as well as deletion can be done at any end. So this is called as double-ended queue. Now let us see, sorry, here it is not circular queue, it is double-ended queue. So in case of double-ended queue, it is also known as DQ and it is a generalized version of queue data structure. So generalized version means you can specialize this so that you will get the linear queue or otherwise circular queue. Whatever you can perform in those, that can be done here as well as it will do some other additional operation also. That is called as generalization. Okay, and this is generally pronounced as a DEC and it allows insert as well as delete at both the ends. And remember, even though you can insert as well as delete at both the ends, no element can be added or deleted from the middle. Either beginning or end only, you cannot add anything in the middle as well as you cannot delete anything from the middle unless the other two sides have been performed with the necessary operations. And if you want to implement this DQ, again you have to implement by means of a circular array or otherwise circular linked list. Okay, so I told you if you want to implement stack, you can use either array or linked list. If you want to implement linear queue, you can use either array or linked list. If you want to use a circular queue, you have to use circular array, not normal array. You have to use circular array. What is circular array is, once you reach size -1, you will come back to 0. That is called a circular array. Similarly, if you want to implement this DQ, you have to go either for circular array or otherwise circular doubly linked list. Linked list we will see in the next unit. So here again, we are going to use circular array only. Where we have used circular array before us, in case of circular queue, we have used. Same thing we are going to use in DQ also. Now, what are the basic operations you can perform on this particular DQ? So the basic operations are, if it is general queue, you will say insert, delete, and then display. Okay, here you can perform 5 basic operations. You can insert display also. So first operation is insert front. Okay, so what is the meaning of insert front is we can add an element at the front of the queue. And then you can insert rear. This is not, this is possible in case of other queue, whereas the first one is not possible in case of a linear queue. In case of a linear queue, you can insert only at the rear end. But here in case of DQ, you can insert even at the front end. Okay, so in insert rear, you will add the element at the rear end of the queue. And in case of normal queue, you can delete the element only from the front. So this is possible, delete front. Whereas in case of DQ, you can even delete the element at the rear end also. Okay, so in addition, you can add display function. So if anybody is asking what are the basic primitive operations on DQ, you will say 5 functions totally. One is insert front, another is insert rear, then delete front, delete rear, and then display. So what 2 operations are extra here? In case of normal queue, you can insert only at the rear end, but here you can insert even at the front end. And in case of normal queue, you can delete only from the front end. Here you can delete even from the rear end. These are the 2 additional operations added in the DQ. In addition to that, you can perform other operations. One is get front. You can get which element is at the front of the queue, as well as you can get rear. You can get the element at the rear end of the queue, and you can check whether the queue is empty or not, and you can check whether the queue is full or not. So these are the other additional operations. So primitive operations are 5 in this case. Generally, we will write 3, but when you go for DQ, you will write totally 5 primitive operations. Now let us see one diagram to understand the DQ. So here we have a queue which contains 7 elements. It has rear end as well as front end. All the queues will have 2 ends because you will perform insertion at one end and you will perform deletion at the other end. So 2 pointers will be there. One is the rear pointer, another is the front pointer. And if you see here, in the case of rear end, I have written you can either add the element as well as you can remove the element. Similarly, in the front end also, you can add the element or otherwise you can remove the element. So this is a special case of a queue. Now, in this DQ also, we have 2 more variants. That is 2 different types are available based upon what operations you can restrict on the queue. If you don't restrict any operation, you can perform totally 4 operations. Insert at both the ends 2 and delete at both the ends 2. Totally 4 different operations. But here there are certain variants available in the double-ended queue. One of the variant is input restricted queue. So what is the meaning of input restricted queue is when you perform the input means insertion. There is a restriction in the insertion. You cannot insert in both the ends. You can insert at one end only. That is called as input restricted queue. Okay, whereas you can perform deletion in both the ends. Okay, so you see the definition. In case of input restricted queue, insertion can be done only at one end of the queue, whereas deletion can be done at both the ends. Okay, so here I have given insertion at the front end, deletion at both the ends. In some books, they will say insertion at the rear end, deletion from both the ends. Either is correct. Okay, they didn't mention in which end you can insert. They said you can insert in one end, whereas you can delete at both the ends. So insertion can be done either at the front end or at the rear end, whereas deletion can be done at both the ends. This is called as input restricted queue, where you are restricting your input to one end only. And the other case is output restricted queue. In case of output restricted queue, you can insert at both the ends, whereas you can delete at one end only. That one end can be either front end or rear end. So if you see this diagram here, I am inserting at front end as well as rear end, whereas I am performing deletion at rear end only. Generally, you will perform deletion at front end, but here I have given it deletion at rear end. It is up to you. Okay, they didn't restrict anything there. They mentioned one end only. You can perform the operation. It can be any end. It is up to the user who is writing the program. So these are the 2 variants of the double-ended